Hello, Richard. This is Jillian from Big Peach Midtown, and this is your baseline video from the Transform Running Workshop on Easter Sunday. So what we're looking at is video of your current form without any kind of prompting, without any kind of warm-up, trying to get a truest sense of what you've got going on, what you've already got nailed down as far as posture, lean, and landing is concerned, and what tweaks we can make to make your running more efficient, less energy wasting, and less likely to cause injury for you. So let's take a look at your footage at regular speed. Start running. Fantastic work, Richard. So starting from the top down, want to give you a little bit of a pass here because you had a nice little ledge to step up on, but great job keeping the chin out of the chest as you got started. Keep the eyes straight ahead, looking 50 to 100 feet ahead, or at least on the horizon as you run, and make sure that you are continuing that nice forward lean from the ankles as you continue your run. Great job keeping the shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Now, main point of contention and concern is not only the overstriding, which has less to do with how you're landing on your foot and more to do with the degree to which your knee is bent as you're making contact with the ground. We want to make sure that we have more of a bend to that knee. We are forefoot striking, which is not a problem, but this is an example of how one can overstride and still have a forefoot strike. What ends up happening is that you'll reach the leg so far out that you'll end up hyperextending the calf. You send the calf too far out in front of your center of gravity. You still have, we're taking too many, not enough steps rather, as we run, and that puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on a calf muscle, the calf muscles that are not prepared to absorb shock and impact for you. So what we want to have happen, we want to have the knee bent and combine a bent knee with a forefoot strike so that the calf is more engaged, almost the same type of engagement you would feel during a lunge, because that's going to make sure that the quadricep is engaged more and can absorb more of that force of impact. Impact is 2 to 3 times your own body weight as you hit the ground, as you walk or as you run, and that is happening several hundred times, several thousand times during your runs. So we have to make sure that the musculature is in the proper position to absorb that shock. One quick way to get that done, focus on driving your knees up higher during your runs. Emphasize more of a forward lean from the ankles. Right now we've got our torso in a neutral position. Not terrible, we're not leaning the shoulders back or anything, but let's make sure that we have that forward lean going. See about exaggerating the swing of the elbows back so that we can make sure that those hands don't cross over that midline. We're kind of at risk of doing that right now. Swing the hands forward. Keep them loose like you got going on right now, but swing the elbows back. Keep the hands swinging consistently forward. And then at the same time, combine that with a higher knee drive as well as increasing your cadence to incorporate more of a forefoot strike. You want the leg to more or less resemble what you got going on here as your foot touches the ground. So let's put that into practice. Let's try a higher cadence, a higher knee drive, and a more exaggerated swing of the arms, and see if that can help us continue that forefoot strike without overstriding and with a more bent knee at the point of contact with the ground. Alright, and that is going to be your baseline video from the Transform Running Workshop. Very strong start, Richard. Put the elements of posture, lean, and landing into practice and see how far it takes you. Thank you so much for your participation.